Hello everybody, it's me, Kinetica here, and we're back with part 4 of Pyre. Last time we finished, we got our, whatever this is called, vehicle, or whatever, aquadized, that's not a word, but seaworthy, and we're going out to the sea to do sea things. Water. Ready. Sploosh. Hell yeah. Look at that. Boat gang. The Worm Gulf. You and your companions watch the sea as your wagon rolls over the gentle waves. We've crossed into the Worm Gulf. I hope that all of you are acclimating well. There's no acclimating these worm-infested waters. We risk everything to sail here. As long as we follow the cold current Big Bertrand indicated, we shall be safe. If the next right is in the middle of the sea, how will our adversaries meet us there? They shall find their way, and we shall find ours. It is all part of the scribe's design. Now, reader, please confirm the next point on our sea journey. We seek the hulk of Ores. According to the stars, the next ride shall soon commence here. Going to the outer Solis. Fetid waters off the coast of the Flagging Hands. Just skirting through the rocks. Skirt! Did you see that drift though? The wagon continues rolling gently across the waves, which seems to a welcome change of pace after having come from the Flagging Hands not very long ago. However, Jodario seems more concerned now than before, and paces ceaselessly. When she notices Ruki, she stops him for some questioning. Greentown, how are you doing?
That one? Oh, it's pretty much the same. Been up all night, retching into the water if I had to guess. It's first time out at sea?
His first. She turns to you. Reader, please check on Head when you have the opportunity. He requires our support, and we require his swift recovery. You wish them a good afternoon as you go check up on the others in the group. Later, you find Hedwin looking out of sorts. Oh, hello, my friend. It's just... the sea hasn't been good for me, I guess. It's funny. All this trouble just to get back to the Commonwealth of all places. Hey, tell me something. What do you miss the most about that place? Book collections, the few friends you had, perhaps the food. Nothing springs to mind. Food. You confess to him that you do miss Commonwealth cuisine, not that you often got to eat your fill of it or anything. The food. That's a surprise. I always thought the food was terrible. I hope you're not offended. I think you haven't tried real food. One day, if we look out and find ourselves decent ingredients, I'll cook something for you. Okay? Anyway, I'll be fine, I think. Thank you for checking up on me. You sense he wishes to be alone. There is not much to be done for now. It appears Hedwin is too ill to conduct the next rite. May he get well soon. I'm sorry for my interruption, reader. Please again confirm the next point on our voyage. The Sea of Solis. Solisio. No. See, it looks so good. It's like, ooh, shiny water squad. By the scribes, the sea! I didn't know it was so beautiful. Having escaped the waters of Worm Gulf, you can now see what must be the hulk of Ores far on the horizon. Not everyone is taking well to the sea voyage, however. Tizo was wondering if Hedwin is feeling better. He requires further rest, Tizo. All we can do is to wish him a swift recovery. Reader, sir, from this point, our voyage must diverge from Bertrand's instructions. Please consult with your companions about which course to take. So we have Under King Pass or Fathomless Trench. Fathomless Trench. Tizo wants to fish for something tasty. Jay believes the 8 strides shall bless you here. Just gonna yield around those rocks, squad. You find Jay gazing down into the depths. The water is so very beautiful, and yet it's very dangerous. They always said it's very dangerous if you fall in or drink enough of it. But the scribes, they've protected us, and they are watching. I just know. Even out here in the waters of Unger King Orez, they urge us on. I feel it. I just know. There's no denying that the north current sends you quickly on your way. Perhaps it is the thought of reaching land again, but you still it says spring in every step. Your companions gain +2 quickness for the next right. You arrive at the hulk of Orez. After journeying across the sea, it seems the next right is to commence your suit, though there is no sign of your adversaries yet. Reader, a moment of your time. You ask what is on your mind. Edwin. He is beginning to recover from his illness. However, its sudden onset serves as a reminder, I believe. I've known Hedwin as, I've known Hedwin since he was a child. Even now, I hesitate to say that he has grown. Nevertheless, there are such things that even I would never say to him directly. For instance, I struggle with his confidence at times. Whether he leads us to freedom or doom, I am ambivalent. Speak not a word of this to him. Of course, in case that is unclear, I shall tell him in my own way, if and when the time requires. In any case, when time reminds me of his mortal weaknesses, I end up having to consider what should happen should we become separated permanently. She trails off for a while. What I mean to say is, you should know that I am fully pledged now to this quest of ours, whether Hedwin is the one to lead us to its end or not. I have my reasons. One of them is his. I expect that holds true for you. That is all I wish to say. Take care, reader. She nods and brushes past you towards the door. Hey, guys! Funny running into you out here, right in the middle of the drink. Know what I mean? Not a lot of customers today, so have a look. I'll give you a good deal. Yo. Just gonna take that. Maximum range and just the same stuff. Pleasure doing business with you guys. So, that's it. It's time for the rites, boys. Having landed at the hulk of Orez, you and your fellow exiles now anticipate the hour that the rites are to commence again. What do you think, Tizo? Don't I look just like Master Hedwin? Tizo is worried that Hedwin is still feeling unwell. Wait, I think... What's that? A serpentine creature emerges from the water, followed by several other of its kind. You recognize it as a worm of the Sea Dominion. What they are all doing here you see plain by their ritual raiments. The nearest one somehow loses its mask. Good sirs and good ladies, so it is you that heed the summons into glorious competition against this knight and his brigade. Well then, let us do battle now without delay. More than our freedoms at stake here, but our very honor, and this knight fully intends to reclaim his. Oh, and lest this knight forget, he is called Sir Gilman. He salutes you all and perhaps the Pyre hearts until the contest. He's not actually even the leader of them. Oh, yeah, he splashed away star time. Yeah, I forgot to read that, my bad.
Relentless, aren't we, reader? Even the vastness of the sea was not enough to thwart your coming here unto the hulk of Orus. You would be wise not to underestimate your adversaries here, despite their pitiable look. I am, of course, referring to the Pyre hearts. These rites are but another war to them, and that makes you their mortal enemy. I expect your battle to be glorious.
Your fellow exiles are gathered on the rotting decks of the Halt of Ora. Oh god, that was bad. Your fellow exiles are gathered on the rotting deck of the Hulk of Ores. As your adversaries clamor into view, Ruki paws up to them.
So, that what you worms are even... Say, what are you worms even doing here? Can't you just swim back to the Commonwealth, or the Sea Dominion, or wherever it is you're from?
Aha! An excellent point. It seems that then that these adversaries in the rights are clever, wouldn't you say, sire?
Just get rid of them, Gilliman. As a commanding officer, this knight hereby commands it.
Hark! This knight wishes to introduce his noble commander. No worm knight in history has withstood as many frontline battles. Doff your helmet, sire, as is our custom. May your adversaries tremble at the sight of you. Sir Gilman attends to his commander's mask despite his protests.
Wait, give this knight his mask.
This knight hereby presents to you Sir Deluge, a noble visage, is it not? Sir Deluge trembles and squirms.
Well, sir, yes. You can swim, or no?
Of course we knights can swim. All knights of the Sea Dominion can. But we are exiles in this land, the same as ye. We can swim, 'tis true, but 'tis summarily impossible to swim back up the river down which we are flushed to end up here. Nay, there is but one way to return.
Silence, Sir Gilman. And nobody cares. But back to your post.
Sir Gilman hesitates, but does as he is told.
This knight knows who you are, knightlings. He is not afraid of you.
He somehow climbs back into his mask and coils up to his full height. And now, on guard! The exiles of the Worm Triumvirate take their positions as you focus on the Book of Rites. Yeah, their leader's a pussy.
Reader, Heckman's illness means he cannot help us here. He shall be counting on us.
Who shall conduct the rite?
Alright, not you, so it's gonna be you three. But I do need that. I'm actually gonna give that to Ruki. No. Yes. Chiruki, take that, and then Jay can take that. Just see what they have, because I don't think it's really anything. Sir Marsh vanishes in adversary. Ooh, that's pretty good. They both have that. But Gilman doesn't. Oh, my bad. Okay.
Well,
Shut the fuck up.
Ruki. Jodariel. Zay. It is done.
Oh wow, I've heard so many tales of the Worm Knights. I thought they would be more impressive though.
Sir Gilman, status report. What is the enemy's position?
They now stand ready to confront us, sire. A very brave triumvirate they seem to this knight's eye.
A brave, air-sucking monsters, one and all. Pyre hearts, be ready.
Commence. There. The Nightwings thus assert themselves.
Easy peasy. Okay, so the Worms also play differently, but I like how they play actually.
Purifying flame.
They create a trail as they run, which is their aura, and then they can snap back to the beginning of it and make it explode, cause damage.
Thus to greater glory.
Not that it matters, I'm absolutely dominating. Or I was. At the absolute last second, like the mad lad I am. Oh, that's not good. That's no bueno. That's no bueno. That's no bueno. That's no bueno. Oh, it's all good, boys. Plenty of bueno.
Gilman, your form is sloppy. Fight them as though your miserable life is on the line.
Your words do wound me, sire. This knight gives his right his very, very best. Though perhaps we do have much to learn for such a brave triumvirate as the one whom we face now.
Whose side are you on? Get out there and vanquish them at once.
Wow, those bozos bicker even more than we do. Let's get them while they're busy fighting.
There seems to be dissension in your adversary's
Pull up.
ranks. 'Tis little wonder these fool worm knights are no longer fit to serve the Commonwealth.
Just gotta hit him with a Kobe. If I dived, I would have done extra damage, but like,
Now, end the ceremony.
I just gotta flex on them, you know. You just gotta flex on the worms. That's how it be.
I must say.
I know, it's pretty great. We battered them.
It's complete.
Those worms were quick alright, but rookie Greentail's quicker.
I expected more from the worm knights of the Sea Dominion. The sea was making me a little queasy, honestly, but we still won. We won! This knight commends you, noble knight worms. Gloriously fought indeed, and this knight shall wistfully remember this defeat until the end of his days. Silence, Sir Gilman! This is all your fault, and now, cavorting with the enemies, how dare you? This knight was but attempting honorary compliments, sire. Is it not in accordance with the rights to praise one's adversaries on a worthy outcome? Worthy? This knight shall show you worthy, you miserable little minnow. You are failure, Gilman. Now get from this knight's sight.
What stirs now in the hearts of all these exiles?
Focus, training, prowess. The path towards survival on the blood border. These rights make similar demands of us. History has its own.
Until the stars align.
After defeating the Pyre Hearts with ease, you at last return to the wagon with your companions. There's little discussion of the Pyre Hearts, who seem to have already swam off towards wherever the stars directed them. Instead, your fellow exile's attention turned towards your companion, who was absent from the right. How is Hedwin? The lone minstrel makes a sound, but no words form yet. Something's troubling. I urged him to remain bedridden. And he simply would not listen. I'm very sorry, but
What?
everyone stares at the lone minstrel in stunned silence. This lone minstrel breathed a heavy sigh, but then, hey, what's with the long faces, everyone? Minstrel, I should wring that neck of yours. As I was attempting to explain, Edwin is already up and about, despite my having strongly recommended further rest. Those that are unaccustomed to sea voyage and take ill, they are very likely to experience further symptoms if they do not remain bedridden, or at least sedentary. Edwin is running a considerable risk of having to spend another night in great discomfort.
What are you, a doctor?
Nay, although I traveled once with one, extensively. Look, I appreciate your caution and concern, Tard, but I'm pretty well accustomed to discomfort here, and I had to see how things turned out tonight. I haven't had to stay out of a right like that before. It's not wrong. Put him through every single right he's at. So you're back among the living then, Hedwin? I was just seasick. Nevertheless, your full recovery requires rest. I think we could all use some rest after tonight. Anyway, thank you, everyone, for your concern, and I'm sorry that I worried you or caused you further burden. He turns to you. My friend, what do you say we figure out where we're going next? I'm beginning to miss being on solid ground. Follow him outside where the night sky awaits. Hey, I wanted to thank you for conducting it right back there without me being in there. I could rest easy knowing you guys and the others would get through it. Anyway, I'll leave you to your reading. I can't begin to imagine where we'll be off to next. Well past anything in the downside I've ever been. Even Jody hasn't gone this far. He bids you a good evening as you turn your attention back to the sky. The stars shine down upon you. Seek again your destination. We're here. Trieste the Silver Star. The Silver Star burns bright over the fissured lands of the Black Basin. Still further north then. Not simply north. This shall prove difficult. What's the problem? Our destination is beyond the deathless tempest. A vessel such as ours has little hope of traversing it intact. Can we go around it? Given our confrontation with the Pyre, our chances back in worm-held waters would be even worse.
Come on, people. It'll just be another day on the downside. Get yourself some sleep while you still can. Bet you'll feel better in the morning.
Your optimism is infectious, isn't it? You all confer that rest is in order. The sea journey has been taxing to everyone. Come daybreak, you shall have to find a way to sail past the deathless tempest. Oh, hi, mister. I'm so happy right now. I'm happy because I was worried about Mr. Headwind for a while there, you know? He was so kind to me when we first met. Him, and Mr. Dario, and Mr. Greensail, and you too. But I really like him. She sighs. She seems happy to be here. Say, do you, She trails off for a moment. Do you think he likes me too? Ooh, Jay and Headwind are gonna date. Oh, it's gonna be great. It suggests to Jay that if she has certain feelings for Headwind, that she should let him know. It is a rare privilege to feel loved. He stares at you a moment, then begins to laugh. Oh, you're so silly. I didn't mean like him like that. That's so embarrassing. Besides, I think he's maybe a little old, you know. I'm going to go cheer him up. This is a funny story. She pounds off, leaving you to ponder what just happened exactly. She gained +1 hope for the next right. We're Ragged Rock. Spotted a wreckage in the area and believes there could be valuables, or it seems very eager to see the wagon head in this direction. Sure, why not? Temp Tizo has been much more animated than usual. What is it, little one? Tizo seems to think there's something very delicious in these waters. He keeps on screeching. I don't think I've ever seen him like this. Wait, what is he? Just then Tizo dives in the water and vanishes into the depths. Oh, I hope he can swim. But then he appears crestfallen when he finally returns, his claws empty. Tizo is very disappointed that whatever he attempted to catch eluded him. Jay begins to sob uncontrollably. The two revel in each other's misery for some time. Jay and Tizo lost -1 hope for the next right. It's terrible. I hate it. And she just gained +1 hope for the next right, so like she's at base. You and your companions look upon the deathless tempest, and the stars demand you sail beyond it. Yet the very thought is beyond reason. And something in the nearby water stirs, and from it springs something familiar. Hold, good ladies and good sirs. This knight beseeches you to hear it, if you please. What is it now, Worm? The rites are ended. We have no further need of you. Oh, but you do! And in turn, this knight has further need for you, good lady. Out with it, then. Let us be joined. Let this knight join you, please. Can you believe this, Headwind? Not really, no. Nay, look ye not so surprised. Your valor and the rights did stir this poor knight's soul. He swears to you upon his long-lost honor as a would-be knight-errant of the Sea Dominion that he shall serve you to the end. What about your other worm friends back there, the Pyre hearts? They are base cowards! This knight can no longer abide such spineless characters, having witnessed true glory in our clash upon the hulk of Ores. Never before have we been trapped so thoroughly, and furthermore, this night shall aid your passage through the deathless tempest. It is not so that you seek passage to the north. With this knight's aid, you shall achieve your wish. Sir Gilman continues to persuade you for quite some time. He seems to know how to cross the storm. Ow, my throat hurts. Some sort of long-held secret among worms exiled to these waters. Dario pulls the rest of you aside after Headwind gives her a look. Are you most sure that Sandalwood would want this thing along? Mostly sure. Sandalwood wants someone for each mask, and this one seems about as good as we're gonna get. Dario glowers back at the worm, tries his best to look preventable. Edwin is more gracious. He tells Sir Gilman that if he promises to help him cross the deathless tempest, that he can come along. For now. This knight is overjoyed, and he hereby swears to see you pass the storm. But first, this knight requires your consent. Give unto this knight your blessing in the name of the Night Queens, and thus shall he go forth. Sir Gilman seems to be asking permission for something. Tentatively agree with whatever he's asking so he can get on with it already, or it's not clear to you as what exactly Sir Gilman intends to. It's just whatever. As you begin to say something in response, Sir Gilman tries out triumph. He vanishes in depth, yet through this close encounter with him, you can cling to some sense of where he's going and what he intends to do. Sir Gilman is determined to help you cross the deathless tempest, see his mission through. Sir Gilman has an aura trail that extends behind him. Pressing a right click to snap back to the beginning, and it explodes, and that's how you kill him. You basically set up traps with your trail. Determined to prove himself to you and the knights, Sir Gilman emerges somewhere in the outer reaches of the Sea of Solis and calls out to you. Master Rita, if you can hear this knight, then he implores you now, lend him your guidance. This knight's objective ought not be far east of here. Today we shall bring peace to the embroiled sea. Know, however, that among this knight's brethren, these actions we're about to take are highly forbidden, but they are highly just. Thus Sir Gilman sets forth to quell the storm that rages to the north. Sure, bro. Hark! Yonder lie the foul spawn of unfathomed plurns, boiling the sea with their wrath. Exiled worms within these waters long have harbored these abominations, using them to bar passage to downsized channels for any save this knight's own kind. Begone now from your fiends. This night shall finish what the Under King Or has started. Yeah. Do a slishy slash.
Hold it right there, you traitor slug! How dare you turn your back on this knight to your superior?
Superior by rank no longer, for we no longer serve the Commonwealth. Last this knight's checked, here you hold no sway over this knight.
Ah, and what have you done to the spawn? Have you no honor left at all?
This knight has done that which requires doing. His honor cannot sink much lower anyhow. He figured this would be an ideal time to serve himself in gratitude for you.
Why, you dare to staunch the tempest from those night wings?
Good Sir Deluge,
This knight was born to dare. Now come and fight this knight if you so dare as well. Ah, higher hearts, banish him. This is an order.
I just yeeted on him.
What now, Sir Deluge? Shall you not face this knight yourself and leave the dirty work unto your charges? Fine, Gilman. If you wish to stand against your commander, then have it your way. Sir Marsh, Sir Lady Seagrass, to me, banish this troublemaker. You see, Gilman, you shall ever be inferior, even among the weakest of our kind. Gilman, where did you go? Gilman, Gilman.
But Sir Gilman's banishment served as the perfect ruse for him to elude his adversaries and return to his newfound allies. Oof, I only got 78. And this knight would say it was an honor serving you, Sir Deluge. That would be a bold-faced lie, and yet another stain upon his blackened reputation. Until we meet again.
Wait, you lowly traitor! This knight will have your head, Gilman!
As the day wears on, there's still no sign of the Worm Knight. Your companion grows restless, but then, hail! This night returns with a newfound tale to tell, and new scars to show for them. Sir Gilman is sopping wet and visibly shaken. He struggles to maintain decorum. He is, in short, the very image of a Worm Knight. But most importantly, that little tempest ought to not no longer pose a threat for now. Behold! As if on cue, the deathless tempest begins to simmer and subside. Nice. Would you look at that? He really did it. Of course this knight did it. Now, if it would be alright with you, this knight could really use some shut-eye. The Worm Knight then collapses in exhaustion. You and Hedwyn help him up. Deal's a deal, Sir Gilman. Welcome to the Night Ones. Huzzah! Sir Gilman joined the group. He also revealed a path north for you. Bid him welcome. With Sir Gilman's aid, you managed to breach the tempest. You were true to your word, Worm. I shall give you that. But now what? You're stranded in this cursed storm. A most excellent question, and one most fair. Call me that once more, and I shall tie you in a knot. Ah, and from one most spirited as well. This night was wise to side with you. Just where do we turn from here? Answer the question. Now. Sir Gilman does no such thing, although eventually he does make note of a specific current that should lead you to the lands beyond. If I may, I can corroborate Sir Gilman's account. We are close to making landfall. Let me be the first to say, let's go. We're on the verge of sailing across the Sea of Solis. Sorry, Tarok? Ayuki, what is it?
That lunatic always came around. You know how to play that thing, don't you?
Why, I suppose I do.
Good, because I was thinking it's a little gloomy here. We could use a little tune to lighten up the mood, know what I mean?
Aye, let me see what I can do. Hey, yeah, hey, cat, 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 cat. That's all I can do. Black Basin. At last, your wagon rumbles onto solid, jagged ground, land called Black Basin. Your fellow exiles unpack the wagon so you can take stock of how best to reach your destination. And with that, I believe I will end the episode here. Yeah, we're doing shorter episodes, about one right. We had a little something else this episode. This music is really good though. But thank you all so much for watching. I've been Kinetica, and I'll see you around. Oh, I'm an idiot. I just closed it.